a Labour councillor called Sam Gold is basically the, here it is, indecent exposure, ex-aide should quit. This guy, first of all, again, they all look like this. They all have this look. Keir Starmer has it. The Speaker of the House in America, Johnson, has it. They all have this look. And this is now the look of a total weirdo and degenerate, it feels like. I do not trust anyone in society now that looks like this. They have glasses, especially this type of glasses is very much a fashion. The kind of Clark Kent kind of looking thing going on. Yeah, so this guy is not just a councillor in the Redbridge area in London, but he is also, he's an elected councillor in Redbridge, but he also is an official. He's part of the government, essentially. He's part of the cabinet in a way. He is Wes Screetins, who is the health minister. He is his personal aide, and no doubt, I've said this. Wes Screetin. I don't know who's more compromised. Is it Wes Screetin or is it Keir Starmer? One of the two, yeah. This is Wes Screetin's personal aide. Councillor Sam Gold exposed himself to a 13-year-old child in Romford and has pled guilty but refuses to quit as a councillor in Redbridge. He is to be sentenced on the 7th of April. Society continues to degenerate and people continue to pay their taxes and do nothing. So we've got a guy who has pled guilty. This isn't even like, wait to his trial, innocent before pleading, innocent before being found guilty. The guy has pled guilty. There is no need for a trial. He has gone in there and said, yeah, I've done this. But yet he refuses to stand down as a councillor. The Labour whip's been removed from him, so he is an independent councillor now. But he refuses to stay. The brass balls on this guy. No shame whatsoever. So no doubt in Redbridge, he is probably on committees, because obviously if you don't get any money as a councillor, but if you join committees like planning committee and all of that, you get paid with taxpayers' money. And this guy is refusing to step down as a councillor. There's nothing that the local authority can do. It doesn't have power. There's nothing. There's no statutory instrument apart from if he stopped attending meetings for there's a certain period. If you just don't turn up after, like, say 3 months of not attending one councilling meeting, you just automatically get removed. But obviously, he is one of these state disgusting. This is why I'm a libertarian, guys. I'm the total opposite of these people. I'm not a state shield. And this guy is a state shield. And he is one of these job worth useless people. He has probably come direct from university. He has immediately got a job as a caseworker with Wes Screetin or something like that. And he's probably done some certain deals to make sure that he becomes the personal aide. I mean, the guy looks gay. I'm sorry, I just got to say it, right? And let's just read it. Sam Gold, a 33-year-old councillor from, is it Hainault Ward in Redbridge Council, has pled guilty to 2 counts of indecent exposure. The incidents involve a 13-year-old girl in Romford, East London, and a 25-year-old woman in Hornchurch. Goud was arrested and appeared in Barkingside Magistrates Court on Monday, the 10th of March, 2 days ago, and has been released on bail and is due to be sentenced on April the 7th. Goud has resigned from his job with Health Secretary Wes Screetin and has been suspended from the Labour Party. Redbridge Council has also taken steps to ensure that Goud no longer has access to the council system. However, there is no process for suspending him from the council. Wes Screetin has called for Goud to resign as a councillor immediately, stating that there is no excuses for his appalling behaviour. Redbridge Council leader Cam Ray has expressed shock and dismay as Gow's actions, describing him as an inexcusable betrayal of his residents, the council, and our wider community. Before his arrest, Gowd worked as a caseworker for a Labour MP and was selected as the Labour Party's parliamentary candidate for Romford for the 2015 general election. He previously studied A-levels in accounts, government and politics, and economics at New City College and graduated from the University of Essex with a degree in politics. Gow's actions have caused significant distress to the victims and their families. The 13-year-old girl's mother reported that her daughter is now scared to leave the house and did not go to school the day after the incident. So let's read the official mouthpiece's portrayal of it. Health Secretary Wes Freeman has called for his former assistant to stand down as an East London councillor after he admitted indecent exposure. Redbridge pleaded guilty to 2 accounts. No process for suspension. Was exposed as despicable. He added, as soon as I was made aware of his arrest, this is Wes Screeton, I believe, he was suspended, and soon as he pleaded guilty was entered, I took immediate steps to sack him through official HR processes. There are no, they are all, I mean, we live in such a sick society. It's unbelievable, you know, but we just continue to pay for it. We do you know what I mean? It's just, I totally understand David Clues's mentality about this. We're just talking about it. We're not doing anything about it. And it's just becoming boring. You know, it's not. There's, you know, I don't want to be a person who just reads the news all day. Like, do you know what I mean? I do want to do something about it, but we can't even convince people to stop paying their license fees. Leader of the recount said it was shocked and appalled by the inexcusable betrayal of his residents. He said as soon as Mr. Gow's arrest was communicated over the weekend, he was rightly suspended by the party. Unfortunately, there is no process for his suspension from the council. My heart goes out to the victims who have had endure. You know, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that obviously they can't remove him from the council because they will say that, oh, it's because it's democracy. It's a democratic, he has a democratic right because he has been elected. He has a mandate by the people to his local ward to be in the council. And therefore, we care about democracy. We care about democracy so much. But you look at these examples that I've brought up earlier of, I mean, I'm just using, I'm not trying to beat David Curtin on the head or anything, but like war on democracy. I don't know the candidate. Isn't Ceausescu? Isn't he supposed to be is he related to a dictator? I don't know. You've got the elections being postponed, the local elections. You've got all of these things that democracy seems to be. When they want to remove something and not do it, even though it goes against the democratic process, they will do it. But when it's something like this, where it's just, you know, far worse, you know, they do, oh, it's democracy, we can't remove him. But when it's something like the biggest vote in UK history with, like, say, Brexit, for example, they just don't want to do it. Isn't that funny? You know, isn't that like it, that they'll cherry pick, oh, we can't take away this. I mean, I can't call him a paedophile because he's not a paedophile, but a guy, what would you call that? A degenerate that just exposes himself to children. And, oh, suddenly it's democracy. Oh, we can't remove him. It's democracy. Do you know what I mean? It sickens me. This is such a sick society, and we continue to pay for it. We continue to pay for it. Most of us do.